Hi and welcome to Cars at 100, and on today's review I have this beautiful Lexus IS300 F Sport all-wheel drive. So let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. As you can see in this key fob, you have a Lexus logo in the back. Lock, unlock, hold for trunk release, and hold for panic. And it's a beautiful key fob, fairly weighted, and you can lock the car by the grooved edge here, or unlock with the sensor behind the door opener. And just like this, you will open this nice car. As you can see here, these beautiful door cards, very nice design here. Everything feels premium in this car. Automatic up and down for all four corners of the windows in the car. Very nice leather appointed door cards as well. Very good plastic trim here, somewhat carbon fiber looking like, but not really. Speaker housing here, bottle pocket here. Overall, lots of soft touch materials. And as you can see here, somewhat sporty feeling entrance in this car. Very low sitting, as you can see here. And speaking of these seats, very good bolstering on these seats. Very deep bolstering, top and bottom. Perforated seats, red, beautiful dark red leather seats. Also very nice door sills as well. Very sporty pedals. I'm a fan of these pedals. These pedals look very high performance, and this vehicle is sporty but not really high performance, with 240 plus horsepower, almost 250 horsepower. This is somewhat powerful and somewhat sporty, I would say. It's a nice car overall. And just like that, we enter this nice Lexus. Sporty feel. And let's start the car. And just like that, car comes to life. And I want to say right away that this car feels very sporty. I wish there was a ISF like it was in the past, because this car really deserves something more in terms of the power, in terms of the performance. Overall, the feel is here. This beautiful steering wheel with the 10 and 2 notches, it really feels very performance-like. It has a very good bolstering everywhere on the steering wheel. You have a perforated leather here section and regular leather section, top and bottom. You have also F Sport logo here, very nicely integrated, very good quality on the logo as well. Feels very premium. Also, you have a very nice logo in the middle here as well. This car is very premium. You have controls here for the infotainment and the Bluetooth on the left of the steering wheel. On the right, you have the controls for this middle infotainment display up front. And this is beautiful because by pressing this button, the whole screen, whole speedometer or tachometer rather, is moved left and right. So that's really nice, really interesting. This is something that no other automaker has, and this is very niche in this type of vehicle. Very nice. You have information here as well. This information you can control with these buttons. You have lots of information there. You have different controls for safety and how this car gives you information about mile per gallon and trip statistics. Really nice. Overall, this interior feels really nice. As you can see, this design is really interesting. You have the huge display for this year. You have an updated and bigger display. You have a better resolution here as well. No touchscreen though, but still here controls for the infotainment as well. You have here controls for the heated and ventilated seats as well. You have a very good transmission lever here, just like this. You have the rear view camera as well, and you have very nice controls here for the behavior of the vehicle. So you have an eco button here that makes the car very efficient. Push for the normal, and this is the default mode because this car starts with normal mode, and sport, of course, that makes this car feel like it's a little LFA. As you can see, the screen is straight from the LFA supercar, and you can control it like this, which is very cool, very nice. I'm a big fan of this. This climate control section is actually very interesting. It is somewhat minimalistic feeling. I'm not a big fan of this temp up and down, but you get used to it, you know. When you use this car every day, I think this is not that inconvenient. Is more of something interesting, and I think you can get used to it. You have the traction control off button here. You have a snow mode button here. You have the section for the storage here as well. You have 2 USBs and 1 aux input here, very nicely hidden under this rubbery cover. And you have the cup holders here, very interestingly located, because if you have cup holders, it won't be, you know, easy to use this infotainment, but you get used to it. You can just use it like this. So cup holders here, decent size. Nice. You have a very nice glove box here as well. Not that deep, not that big, but it's here nonetheless. Sitting in these seats, it feels like this car is something that of a more sporty nature than anything else. It feels really nice. You can see here I have a window sticker, and you can pause the video at any second to look at the specs for this car and what is this car equipped with. And as you can see here on this review, this car is $47,207, as you see it here. In terms of mile per gallon, this car is somewhat efficient for what it is. And as you can see here, very important, this car is built in Japan. So it is engineered and built in Japan. Okay, let's check out what's under the hood of this car. In terms of the back seats, as you can see here, very nice materials on the back door cards as well. And I am somewhat comfortable up front, and as you can see here, it is almost no legroom here. Why? Because maybe we can pull up this upper section of the front seats, the same position as this one, and maybe it's gonna be more space here. But overall, I'm 6 feet tall, and you know, I feel like it is very narrow and very small in terms of the space here. I have okay headroom. I would say I'm almost touching the ceiling. If I was a little bit taller, I wouldn't have so much headroom here, as you can see. But in terms of the seats, very comfortable seats as well. Very big bench here, to be honest with you. Huge amount of seating, lower section, and just not so much space in the back here. Let's check out the trunk space on this car. Just like this, as you can see here, it's pretty big trunk for such a small vehicle. You have a very good net here to hold your groceries in place. Have a lower section here where you have a spare tire, as you can see there. I'm gonna put trunk size information on the screen so you can check out how big this trunk is, but overall not bad. I hope you enjoyed today's review of this beautiful 2018 Lexus IS300F Sport all-wheel drive. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. And if you have questions about this car or any other car, there's information in the description box, so check it out. And I'll see you next time. Stay loving cars.